Hello guys, welcome to Shiko. So in a top 100 code series, the next problem is for a strong number. So what is a strong number? A number whose every digit factorial when added, then the resultant sum is equal to the original number, then that number is called a strong number. Let's take an example. For example, 145 is a strong number. How? As I said, if I take the factorial of every digit of the number, so if I take the factorial of 1, then if I take the factorial of 4, then if I take the factorial of 5. Okay, so what is the factorial of 1? It is 1, of course. Okay, and what is the factorial of 4? It is 24. And the factorial of 5, it is 120. Fine. Now if I add the value of the factorials of these digits, so 1 plus 24 plus 120, then I will get 145, which is our original number. So this is the concept of strong number. So 145 is a strong number. Like this, we have 40,000 and 585. It is also a strong number. We have 871. This is also a strong number. Let's start with the programming. Now we have to detect which number is a strong number. So let's create a function for this, whose return value will be a boolean, and then the function's name will be detect strong. It will take the argument num, or let's say n. Now let's take a variable digit, since we have to take the factorial of every digit, and sum whose initial value will be 0. Also another variable temp, where we will store the value of num, and since it is a boolean function, it is returning a data type boolean, so we will take another variable boolean flag whose initial value will be false. Now since create another function to calculate the factorial, so this process is not messy. So I am taking, so the return type of this function will be n, and let's name it factor. It will take an argument n. Now I have created another separate video which has a detailed explanation how to calculate the factorial. So you can check that video. I have given the link in the description box also. So to calculate the factorial, let's take another variable fact, in which we will store the value of factorial, whose initial value is 1. Now we will use the for loop in I is equal to 1, I should be less than equal to n, and I plus plus. Okay, every time this loop is running, we will multiply the value of fact with I. Okay, and this function will return us the fact integer. Fine. Now coming to our detect function, here I am going to use a while loop. Now since we have to work on every digit, so we have to separate the digit from the original number. So for this logic and process, I have created a video on reverse a number. You can also check the palindrome number and Armstrong number video, which is present in our playlist, and also the link has been given in the description box, where the logic has been explained that how you will separate the digit from the number. So while here I will take 10 is not equal to 0, this loop will run until the value of temp is 0. So digit is equal to, we will divide the value of temp by 10 as always, and the next thing is we will as we have to calculate the sum, so every time the loop runs, we will add the value of sum with, here we are going to call our function factor. Since this function is calculating the factorial, so what it will do is it will calculate the factorial of every digit. Fine. Okay, digit. So here we will, in this digit we will store the value of remainder of the number. Okay, now this digit in this function, that it will calculate the factorial and it will store the value to the sum. Okay, now we will divide the 10 by 10. We will divide the value of 10 with 10. Fine. Now here we will take an if else condition. Why? It will check the value of sum if it is equal to num. Okay, if this value of sum is equal to num, then flag is equal to true. Okay, otherwise flag will be false. Fine. And here we will return our variable flag. Okay, so this was the function to detect if the number is a strong number or not. Okay, now let's call this function over here. So first we will take our integer num. Let's take its value 145 for now. Here I am taking another if else condition. So now I am calling my function detect strong. Okay, if this detect strong function is true, then the number is a strong number, otherwise it is not. Okay, so let's run our code. Oh, it is a strong number. If we check for 40,585, let's see if this is a strong number or not. It is a strong number. Okay, this was our problem for the strong number. Thank you and stay tuned.